Imagine reaching the biggest football match of your life. The stadium is packed. Millions are watching around the world. Your team is losing. In the final seconds, the ball lands at your feet. The goal is wide open. All you have to do is shoot. But instead, you pass the ball. And what happened next shocked everyone. This is the story of a football player named Malik. Malik grew up in a poor neighborhood where football was more than a game. It was hope. Every afternoon, children gathered on a dusty field. There were no fancy boots, no professional coaches, no beautiful stadiums, just a ball and a dream. Among all the children, Malik was special. Not because he scored the most goals, not because he was the fastest, but because he saw the game differently. While other players looked at the ball, Malik looked at people. He knew where teammates would run before they ran there. He knew where defenders would move before they moved. His friends called it magic. Malik called it paying attention. Years passed. His talent grew. Soon, local coaches noticed him. Then scouts. Then football academies. For the first time in his life, it looked like his dream was becoming real. But success brought something unexpected. Jealousy. Some players admired Malik, others hated him, one player in particular, a striker named Victor. Victor was everything Malik was not. Strong, confident, popular. He loved scoring goals and hearing crowds chant his name. At first, they were friends. Then they became rivals. Every training session turned into a competition. Every match became a battle. Who scored more goals? Who got more attention? Who would become the star? The rivalry grew stronger every year. Eventually, both players reached the national team. Their country had qualified for the World Cup. The whole nation celebrated. People believed this was their best team ever. But inside the dressing room, there was a problem. Malik and Victor barely spoke. The tension spread to the rest of the team. Some players sided with Malik. Others sided with Victor. The team looked united on the outside. But inside, it was falling apart. The tournament began. The first match was terrible. Players argued, passes were ignored. Everyone wanted to be the hero. They lost. The newspapers were brutal. Too much talent, no teamwork. The second match wasn't much better. A draw. Now the team was one game away from elimination. That night, the coach gathered everyone. He placed a single football in the center of the room. Then he said something nobody expected. "I don't care who scores." The room became silent. "I don't care who gets interviewed." Still silent. "I don't care who becomes famous." Then he looked at every player. "But if you care more about yourself than the team, you have already lost." Nobody spoke, but Malik couldn't stop thinking about those words. The team somehow survived the group stage, then the knockout rounds, quarterfinals, semifinals. Against all odds, they reached the World Cup final. The entire country was celebrating. One match remained, 90 minutes between them and history. The final was intense. Both teams fought hard, one goal, then another. The score was tied. The clock showed 89 minutes. One last attack. Malik stole the ball near midfield. He ran, past one defender, then another. The crowd was on its feet. Victor sprinted beside him. Completely open, but Malik had a clear path to goal. For years he had dreamed of this moment. This was his chance. One shot, one goal, one place in history. The defenders closed in. The goalkeeper rushed forward. The entire world seemed to stop. Then came the twist. Malik remembered something. All his life, people had asked who was better, Malik or Victor, Victor or Malik. But maybe they had all been asking the wrong question. Maybe football was never about being the best player. Maybe it was about helping the team become the best team. At that moment, Malik made a decision. Instead of shooting, he passed. The stadium gasped. Victor received the ball. One touch, one shot, goal! The crowd exploded. The referee blew the whistle moments later. They were world champions. After the celebration, reporters rushed to Malik. One journalist asked, "Why didn't you take the shot yourself?" Everyone waited. Malik smiled. Then he said, "Because I wanted to win the World Cup, not an argument." The room fell silent. Years of rivalry, years of jealousy, years of trying to prove who was better. And in the most important moment of his life, he chose the team, not himself. Years later, children still talked about that final, not because of the goal, not because of the trophy, but because of the lesson. Football is not about 11 stars. It's about one team. The greatest players are not always the ones who score. Sometimes they are the ones who know when to pass. And that is why the football player who refused to shoot became a legend. Ending question. If you were Malik, would you have taken the shot yourself or passed the ball to your teammate? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Tales Be Aya Jesha for more powerful stories.